In August, President Trump gave an order to rescind DACA. Last fall, recipients were given until March 5th to renew their applications. UNT sophomore Zulema Vidana is dealing with the uncertainty of her status under the new administration.
Everything was pretty good. I got a job, and then I guess when Trump was like, we're going to take this away, then that's when I was like, whoa, I won't have all the same opportunities anymore that I do have now.
Vidana was brought to the U.S. when she was 2. She has worked jobs and is now in school to become a bilingual educator. Losing DACA would mean losing everything she's worked for.
I guess it would crush me, and I would feel like everything I worked so hard for would be taken away, and everything my parents worked so hard for, which is it just means it'd be taken away in an instant.
The Trump administration's harsh immigration plans not only affect DACA recipients, but international students as well.
I think I'm going to have to find a more traditional job, I don't know, maybe in IT or in a call center or something like that, that's going to allow me to actually have a sponsor and be like, hey, you can stay, we'll file the paperwork for you and stuff like that. I was hoping that I could get it without the need of a sponsor, but he's proposed immigration policies are making it increasingly harder to do that.
These young immigrants hope Americans can see the positive impact they make in this country.
We do all the work that people don't usually like to do. We want the same opportunities as everyone else, which is to have a job and raise our family in a good community. Despite her immigration status, Vidana feels like an American citizen and doesn't live in fear of possible deportation. I'm going to keep on living my life till they're going to stop me.
Earlier this week, the U.S. Supreme Court voted to continue DACA for now, allowing recipients to stay in this country until further notice. Kennedy Huff, NT Daily News. To protest gun violence Saturday.
I'm a student. Obviously, I care for our lives. This is more than me, and this is more than everyone else here. And just to not want to fight for something this important would be dumb.
Denton was one of many cities nationwide to have a March for Our Lives rally. The demonstration comes in wake of the Parkland school shooting last February that left 17 dead. Kathy Dixon is a parent and professor that's tired of the growing list of school shootings.
I think that for too long we've had voices diminished, speaking out on behalf of our children everywhere who have been victims of gun violence. And the more people we can get together and the more voices that can be heard, the better chances we have of making a difference and having real change occur.
According to the gun control advocacy group Everytown for Gun Safety, there are an estimated 3 school shootings per week. For local high school student Giselle, this hits home.
These people, they were our age. That's a high school. These are kids that's going to be your best friend, and their lives just got taken away, and to not do something about it is ridiculous.
President Trump suggested arming teachers is a possible solution. Some teachers are uncomfortable with this.
My job is to facilitate learning. It is not my job to carry a weapon in my classroom. I don't want that responsibility. I think teachers have enough responsibilities as it is. I think that it's a knee-jerk reaction, and that we really need to stop and think about what this really means.
While politicians debate solutions, students of all ages are here marching with the same thing in mind.
I don't want to be next.
I don't like seeing kids getting hurt or hearing about it, because friends die and parents' kids die. It's very sad, and I don't like it. I want it to stop.
The March for Our Lives movement aims to ban assault weapons and enforce universal background checks, amongst other things. For NT Daily TV, I'm Kennedy Huff. After cuts to funding, Denton County Friends of the Family is fighting to keep its food pantry stocked for clients. I spoke with advocates at their outreach center to see how you can help. Denton County Friends of the Family serve survivors of domestic and sexual violence within the community.
I've had all types of individuals come through our doors. We work mainly with victims of domestic violence, sexual assault, harassment, stalking.
The advocacy group provides counseling services as well as an open food pantry for clients.
The food pantry is open to any clients, victims, survivors that access our services. And the idea started with doing care packets for the families, and then we do explore that people have a right to choose their own items.
Friends of the Family usually receives a yearly grant of $20,000. This year, they only received half.
We have about a good $4,000 left, and that has to last until October. And what we've been doing is 1 week we place an order and 1 week we don't.
Shelves once stocked with fresh produce and canned meat are almost barren. Community Relations Coordinator Cheyenne Wolf calls on the community to help stock shelves through donations.
In-kind donation items are the best because they're guaranteed, of course, to go directly to the food pantry at that moment. And we're all constantly working on getting the most up-to-date items out there so people know exactly what we're in need of at the moment.
Other advocates say the food pantry is the next step towards safety for survivors.
The food that we give them here helps them potentially not return to that abuse. And that's something that I would like the community to acknowledge.
Denton County Friends of the Family accepts food donations at its Corinth office, or you can donate monetarily through its website. The food pantry restocks bi-weekly. If you want to donate food, advocates say you can bring unexpired food and other supplies to its outreach center.